Hello, YouTubers. I'm Robert, but you already knew that. And welcome to the Drake and Josh review. As we start off with Season 1, Episode 2, Dune Buggy.
Well, I never thought that it'd be so simple, but I found a way. If you open up your mind, see what's inside. It's gonna take some time to realize. But if you look inside, I'm sure you'll find. Over your shoulder, you know that I told you I will always be picking you up when you're down. So just turn around. Ooh.
So, they start with Josh explaining about how Drake gets away with everything, routines to everything that, routines to him, doing things that he shouldn't be doing, and he always gets away with everything. Josh explains what routines to when he does things like that, for being honest and all that, and always doing the right thing. And he talks about like he liked to for once to get away with something. And while all this going on, Drake, is going to the the fridge. He's taking a piece of cake that he shouldn't be touching. Um, and then he drinks a carton of milk, you know, from the carton, and then puts it back in there, even though there's no more in there. And by the way, he spills what was left in the carton, and puts it in there like no big deal. And he's still staying in the room, the kitchen, that is, I should say, the kitchen, while Josh is in the living room, explaining about how the whole thing of Drake always gets away with everything because of his charm and all, whatever have you. And wherever it is to Josh, he always gets caught and never gets away with anything. So Drake still stayed there, and he was doing something. I don't remember what he was doing. Um, he was writing something in a notebook, whatever, I guess, maybe. And then Josh, is watching TV, and then all of a sudden he goes say, "For once, I got to get away with something," and then put his feet on coffee table. The mother sees this, shouts at Josh, saying, "Josh, get your feet off the coffee table." And Josh's like, "Every time." And then we transmit into to the garage where Josh is waiting, like a little child, pertains to Drake coming in and says, "Well, where is it? Where's the Dune Buggy? That it's coming." Say, chill out, it's coming. And Josh, like, he's basically so excited, he's so thrilled of it. He's like, "We're gonna buggy it up." Also, he gets a call, and the call is Trevor, who is gonna bring in the Dune Buggy, and already he's lost. Doesn't know where he's at. Doesn't know where the place is. So Drake basically let him know, okay, just calm down. Yeah, just tell me right now that what are you looking at? So as Drake hears this, like, you're like, He goes to the door, and there he was, Trevor, Drake's friend, and basically describing everything he's saying. He sees a little dog, and then he looks from a far distance. Basically, you can tell it's a boy dog. And then Drake, pats him, a shoulder, whatever, like, Trevor, and then he goes, "I see you," and then Drake's like, "You're here." Basically, pertains to the Trevor character, he's an idiot. He is a full blown 100% martyr. Anyways, you get the point. um, but yeah. Also, Trevor tells him to open up the garage. And I say to myself, wait a minute. If he was lost, why would you have the Dune Buggy in front of the garage? And we'll get to more of this too. It's because more stupid as this go along. But basically, he tells him to open the garage door. You know. So they open it up. And basically, we see the Dune Buggy. And basically, is a complete wreck with a lot of dust. Oh, cobwebs. It's dented. It looks like a piece of. But anyways, I digress. So Josh is all depressed and all that. Uh, Basically, Trevor said, you know, you should have seen it when it was a good condition. Because Drake said you said it was a good condition, and then he's like, it is. You should see when it was. So basically, Josh is like, looking all disappointed, and Drake's like, well, at least it still runs, right, Trevor? Like Trevor's like, oh yeah, it runs, and that they hop in. It's all messy and everything, and like, so yeah. But Josh's like, okay, it's Buggy time. So they get it started off, but it's not running. And then Drake's like, you said it runs, and then Trevor goes, oh, you mean the Dune Buggy? Yeah, no, that's broke. Makes me wonder how he get the Dune Buggy to the place in the first place. I didn't hear any tow truck or of any kind, whatever, that to bring the Dune Buggy in, whatever. There was none of that. What if it didn't run? How in the world can you bring the Dune Buggy to the place that he was lost, didn't know where they were at, and also he found out they were where they were at over the garage door, like this, it makes no sense. But he leaves. Trevor leaves, and then Drake's like, it's not Buggy time, and then you have Josh saying, it's dead Buggy time. And there you go. And they go to the intro of the I found a way, I found a way. So there you go. Also we get to in the living room where Josh is looking it up how to to fix the Dune Buggy right? And Drake comes in, he has a cup of soda, keep it on top of the television, and during the television playing, you can hear the background of a character's name. What was the character's name that Drake Bell played on the Amanda Show? Tony Pajamas. Well, which is a funny thing because sometimes they'll correct his last name by saying pajamas, but it's actually pronounced pajamas. You know, and it relates to that show too, by the way. That skit. With Tony Pajamas. Josh was I guess I don't remember his character's name, but his character is yo was rotates to Tony Pajamas hitting him in the head, and then Josh's like, "What you do that for? For being an idiot?" It's like, okay. These two guys, they work so well together. It happened during the times together of the Amanda Show, which led to them having their own shows to Drake and Josh. So so Drake, is like telling Josh, let's just get started, right? He gets the pillow and hits him in the head, and Drake's like, forget that, we just do with the tools, whatever and everything, I can't remember how he said it. Oil into the oil. So I can't remember how he said it. Josh, was pretty clever with him by saying that. He gets hit with a pillow again, and then Drake said, "Come on, then let's go." Because Josh was being annoyed, say, "Quick, whack me." And also he throws the pillow back to Drake. Drake ducks, knocks the soda down, and there goes the TV. Now here's the thing with the TV though. It is impossible for the Drake to get into the television, especially the way it was knocked down, because unless the Drake magically went down and then went back up into this to the holes to where the area is for the television back in those days when the televisions were made, to get in there and actually make the TV busted, broken in a way. Other than that, the way it was done, there was no way in God's green earth that could circulate and explode the way it did. But it did. So we're supposed to believe that happened. Cause I've seen TVs before pertains to have the back of those holes pertains to having the air nowhere, or yeah. And I've seen something where pertains those type of TVs that you can't put your drink on top of the TV to make sure that doesn't happen But either way, there's no there's no way, it's okay to put anything, any drinks of any kind on top of the television either way. That should not be allowed either way. But Drake, he gets away with everything. That's the whole thing about Drake, is that he gets away with everything. So that happened. So Josh is looking, you looking all sad. Drake is like looking all disappointed. Drake's like, see what you do? Josh was like, you did it first, and then and Drake's like, well, mine didn't cause anything to explode. Oh man, so Josh was like, mom, they're gonna kill us. And Drake's like, no, they won't. They're gonna kill you. And Josh was like, you're the one who ducked, you ducker. Ducker. So Drake had a solution, an easy way out of this. Lie. And then Josh was like, lie? And then Drake is like, well, Josh asked him, I should say. Josh is like, lie? And then Drake's like, no, lie. And then Josh is like, lie. And Drake's explaining to him about this whole thing, which pertains to lying. And then Josh is like, but that's not telling the truth. That's not being honest, And then Drake's like, which is why it's called lying. And Josh's like, I don't know, lying. Like, it feels so dirty in a way. And then Drake's like, you want to get grounded? And then Josh's like, but it feels so right. And then we get to a part where, the mom is looking for the remote for the TV. Josh is panicking on that. Maybe it's lost, whatever. Like, won't you read a book? And it's algebra. And she's like, I already took algebra. And Josh is like, well, what are you doing? Basically, he's trying everything he can to get her away from the TV. And then she's like, oh, so you don't want me to see here? And she turned on and she saw. No, just kidding. That's not what was saw. But basically, she turned it on. Josh, was panicking a little bit, just a little bit, and then, she's like, mom, it's not working. And then Josh's like, well, I want to know, And then she stops him, saying, Josh, and then Josh, he spills the beans. He's like, it was the pedal, the handing and the throwing and the soda and the. So, the mom, said to him that she doesn't care about the TV. She doesn't care about the remote or whatever. She cared about that he lied, and she's very disappointed. And Josh apologized and all that. So Josh's like, so am I grounded for, bringing the TV? And she's like, no. And Josh's like, oh, okay. You're grounded for lying. And then Josh was like, oh. And because of that, he's got to do a lot of work in the house now. I guess in a way, to pay off for the TV. I guess. It's basically it's probably gonna come out of his allowance in a way. So we'll see. As she leaves, Josh says, "I drink root beer." Basically, it was root beer that Drake was drinking at the time. So I guess it was not Mocha Cola. But Josh is like, "I drink root beer. You'll see me exploding." Yeah, because you're not a robot. You're not a machine. You're not a TV. You're a human that's made of flesh and bones and muscles and any type of tissues or whatever in your body. Unless you're a robot, then yes, you can say that when you drink root beer, we'll see you exploding. At the same time, you're talking to a TV, an inanimate object in a way. So, yeah. Also, we see later on Josh in the garage. They fix up the Dune Buggy and all that. Meanwhile, Drake, I guess Drake really didn't do much, which is fix up the Dune Buggy in a way. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. Maybe there were parts of it where they did do it, but they never show that part. And they were to Josh's part. Yeah, after being grounded. He did most of the job. And Drake's just like, oh, it looks great and all that, right? And Josh's like, well, I had a lot of times since I'm grounded for lying. And we're saying to doing chores, like scrubbing toilets and all that, and Josh explained all this to Drake, and Drake's response is like, oh, they might as well just take care of the one upstairs that I just did. Sorry. And then Josh is like, yo, blames Drake for all this, which rightfully so, saying that I can't believe you convinced me to lie, and Drake's like, you didn't get in trouble for lying. You got in trouble for lying badly. What the?
What is the difference?
Anyway, sorry about that. For the asylum, it was Mike Riddle reference. Just saying. Anyways, but I thought it was funny though when the director said that, yo, you didn't get in trouble for lying. You got in trouble for lying badly. Oh man. So they continue on, fixing up the, rotating the Dune Buggy, and Drake is wondering what these two wires goes to rotate to put them together. All of a sudden, beep! I mean, Josh, in front of the car, oh, I think maybe it's the horn. And then we get to a part where they get to put on their sunglasses, like so, because they fixed the Dune Buggy. Hopefully, maybe it's fixed. So Josh was like, or Drake was like, shall we? And then Josh was like, do it. Turn on the motor. Basically turn the key, turn on the motor. And it runs. It started running. It worked. It worked. And now they're getting ready to buggy it up because it's buggy time. Also, the parts came in. The mother, can't believe it. Even the father couldn't believe it either. But he's excited too. And they're ready to take it out, right? And then the mother's like, Walter. Now I don't remember if she said Walter. Yeah, I remember she said, honey. So he turns it off. Basically, let them know you can't take this outside to drive. It's not a real car, which is true. It has no license plates, It's not street legal, which is true. And basically, they try to convince them, we could, make it work. Josh, rotates to turn signals. Josh, rotates to left, right, and said nope, no can do. And from there, they was gonna do the buggy rotates to I guess something that Walter mentioned, which pertains to when they go somewhere for the summer, I guess for the summer trip, whatever. I don't remember what it was, but and then the remember being strict when it pertains to wearing helmets, bubble wrap, like what the. So yeah, so basically they were disappointed. Yeah, they're like, all right, yeah, we're clear. So basically until then, it stays right there in the garage. So there you go. So Drake's like, well, I'm not gonna sit here, and Josh was like, yeah, me neither. And then Josh tried to get out just the way how Drake got out, except Josh fell. And Drake didn't even bother helping Josh. Josh just lays there motionlessly, and that was it. We go to the kitchen where Drake is enters the kitchen as he sees Josh mopping, makes fun of him and saying, "Who mops?" I'm like, really? And Josh's like, I'll tell you who mops. Grown man who mops, who got grounded because you talked him into lying. And it takes off my brother. Basically, Seth, once again, Josh, Drake said this to Josh. Once again, you didn't get in trouble for, and then Josh cuts him up like, I know, I got in trouble because I lied badly. Sing a new song, would ya? So Drake's saying to Josh, hey, is mom and dad still out? And Josh's like, yeah, why? What's it to do, Miguel? Like, did you hear we're not allowed? Like, I know. We'll do it before they come back. And Josh was like, no, too risky. I'll get caught. And then Drake's like, but you're with me, and I never get caught. And then Josh's like, yeah, but you'll be with me, and I always get caught. Basically, he's already grounded. Drake's basically trying to convince him, be persuasive, persuasive in a way. You got nothing to lose. You want start mopping, and doing chores like me. And Drake's like, don't get to wear that pretty apron. And then Josh basically no means no. And as he's telling all this, Drake's basically went for the refrigerator. Got the the orange juice, the carton. Drake's out of the carton like he did with the milk from earlier, and Drake's is keep drinking. And Josh like, and that's for can't remember how he said it. Oh yeah, thanks for drumming up, the family juice cart or something like that. And Drake's like, fine, you win. Fun ruiner, or fun crusher, whatever it was he said. And then Josh like, juice Germer. So Josh was going to do the same thing, drinking out of the carton. Megan comes out of nowhere and says, "I'm gonna tell mom that you drink out of the carton, on the carton." And Josh's like, he had to say it, but every time, every time he always gets caught. He can't get away with anything. Not even if it pertains to Megan, the sister, the little, twisted, evil little sister, and Megan. Megan. What? Do I got something in my teeth? Reference for that first episode of Drake and Josh. Anyways, so we get to Drake, in the garage with the Dune Buggy. He's pretending to drive, and he's basically pretending, he see a hot girl, so sort of hop in. Meanwhile, Trevor walks in, and Drake's like, "What's that? You want a kiss? Well, if you want to, puck her up." And then Trevor's like, "Oh, okay," and he scared Drake. Oh man, that was funny. And then Drake shows Trevor that the Dune Buggy looks great and is running, and basically tells Trevor to hop in. Trevor hops in, but onto the lap of Drake. And they Drake tells him, why don't you sit in the passenger seat, get shotgun. And Trevor's like, I don't know, you gotta come to the lab. So Drake's like, move. And then pertains to how their motor sounds great. And then Drake suggests something to him, but you know what else be great? Trevor's like, in the shower. And I'm like, in the shower? Well, get your mind out of the gutter, would you, Trevor? Unless he's a really well, then again, he is a bona fide idiot. So Drake's like, on the road. He's like, better. So basically told Trevor, keep this between us, So they drive out of the of the garage. I have to give him some limit. And Trevor, basically they drive it to the garage, to the garage door. And he came from the other door, by the way. The door that he from earlier he came in. Just me explaining earlier about that whole situation. How is it that the garage door was open? There was no lights, sunlight, I should say, which is showing the inside of the garage, in a way. I don't get it. That's nothing that was mind-boggling too, or takes this whole scene of this segment itself. So, they're driving, and they almost hit a squirrel, and then tree. Oh, yeah. And then we get to the hospital. Trevor was fine, by the way. Yeah, how is it that Trevor was fine, but Drake is laying in the hospital bed with bruises, no broken bones, thank God, but with scratches. Oh my God, Drake was bad. He was in bad shape, but Trevor was okay. I mean, yeah, he was still dirty and all, but he was okay. He's showing bubble gun and right with the doctor, where the doctor is being annoyed by him. So basically, he's getting up, and to see if he's doing okay. And Trevor's like, you'll be okay. Pass in the back. Drake falls down, collapses. Doctor tells him, don't do that. And then Trevor's like, now he tells me, like, now he tells you. But again, Trevor is an idiot. That's his character. He's an idiot. So, he's got rest for a couple of days, or a couple of weeks, I should say, because it's bad. Not that bad, but it's bad in the way where he's got recover by taking a few weeks of rest in bed in the way. And then the doctor says to Trevor, "A little concerned about you though." It's asking to take a brain scan, and it's like, "Oh, don't worry about that. My parents take me to a brain scan every week or whatever, something like that." And like, he's like, "Yeah, I bet they do." Oh man. And then Drake explained to Trevor, just keep it to us, pertains to everything that's happened. If they find out, basically his parents find out about this, even Josh, he's gonna get in a lot of trouble. The whole thing about Drake, always gets away with everything. So Troy's like, okay, well, they're gonna find out. You can barely, stand in the way. And Drake's like, oh yeah, watch me. He gets up real slowly, and he's like, see, I'm fine. Just come up, make us, just come up the bruise and the scratch, whatever. No difference. And then Troy's like, you're the man, and it hits him in the back. Again, he didn't learn from when the doctor first told him not to do that, and he did it again because he's an idiot. What an idiot! What a mother! Now come on, I gotta capitalize on that because just to prove a point that this is gonna be rated G, or tends to be doing this, or PG, I should say. Yeah. But anyways, so now we get to Drake, covering up the Dune Buggy. And I say to myself, well, then again, yeah, we probably have Trevor there, but then again, Trevor wasn't seen after that. Drake cannot the Dune Buggy. What was left was damage in a way, dent, and got some couple of leaves, roots of it in the way, as a result of it. Drake's covering it up, and then Drake sees Josh comes in, and he's like, "How are you, Josh?" And Josh's like, "Why you come to the monkey? Well, we can't check it out, so, wanna get all dusty and all, But I think it's, Josh is like, I think we should get on the monkey and make those noises again, and then Drake's like, it's kind of a little dorky, don't you think? Yeah. Josh's like, maybe, but I think we should, how about we go play some video game, very quietly in a way, and or something. And Josh's like, okay. And then Drake's like, he's still feeling the pain, obviously because came back from the hospital. Which, by the way, the hospital that he was in, he went straight to the emergency room. That's good thing to note that too, by the way, because he did go to the emergency room. So Josh asked him, "Do you want something to drink?" Yeah, sure, yeah. And Josh's like, "Oh, you got a little dirt in there," and then he started doing this. And Drake's feeling the pain, and then he falls down because it was too much for him to handle. So, also we go to the living room. Now, we're just skipping the living room part. We'll get to that part later, which is to the ending credits of the show. So keep that in mind. So you have Walter, the dad, and Megan. They were guarding back in the backyard, and you have the mother. I can't remember what she was doing, but she was on the in the dining room. Which is at the it's right there at the living room too, but still, and Drake's coming out of the kitchen doing what he was doing, which we'll get to that part later. So Josh's like, hey, basically make it fell asleep, while gardening, and Drake's coming in, and then the dad, hey, Drake, carry up, make upstairs, and then Drake's like, but she's heavy, she's heavy, and like, oh come on, I seen you carry her plenty of times. So Drake carries her, but he's in pain, and then the mother I think said, "Yo, are you crying? She's just so cute." Drake said that, but we all know why he's crying. He's in pain. And then Drake's, can we just leave her here and just look at her? And the dad's like, Drake, like, and so he managed to do it. I don't know how he did it, but he managed. He did it. He did the impossible. Then we get to the garage. Josh, he's like, "Hi, Buggy." I think that's how he said. Also, he gets he's gonna take the sheet, and also he gets a phone ringing, and it's from the hospital. And Josh picks it up, and that's when Josh finds out about this whole thing. Basically, hello, I'm Drake's brother. And it's like, Drake left his wallet in the emergency room, and like, wait a minute, since and he's like, what, a Dune Buggy accident, and then he took the sheet and he sees it, and then Josh had a tone of his voice change. Yeah, he's still very sore. Yeah, I'll make sure he gets a lot of rest. Okay, bye. Oh boy, which we get to the next scene of that segment. So Josh goes up to to his dad and Drake, who's there. I think to myself, Drake, why can't you just go upstairs and rest? Just rest. Because you resting downstairs in the living room is not gonna help in the case at all in the way. But But anyways, so Josh is like, yo, hey dad, and then Josh tells his dad, think about he's going to travel for some in the wrestling team, and like, I see. I was wondering how he's gonna go with this. So basically, he want so I guess apparently Walter, the dad, knew wrestling back in his days. It tends to wrestlers, wrestling in high school, or whatever, maybe, or in college, who knows? But I digress. So Josh wants his dad to teach him, and as they get ready to go over there to teach, and then Josh accidentally, well, we'll say that he accidentally kicked Drake, to his of his leg, knowing that he's hurt. So they get ready to do wrestling, but then Josh like, but I won't be able to see the move you do on me, and Walter's like, yeah, oh Drake, come here, yes, and then Drake's like, I ran out now. Oh come on, I'm not gonna hurt you. And Walter start noticing, are you okay, Drake? And Drake's is covering it. I'm fine. And Josh's like, come on, let's see some moves. So the first move was the full Nelson, and he's really playing in there. And Drake, he's in a lot of pain there. And, show me more, Josh said. And then the next thing is a tackle. And Josh's like, may I see this tackle? Okay, Drake, you stand right there. And Drake, is struggling to stand, in the way. And then Josh counts on three. 1, 2, 3. Attack Drake, and then tackles him down. Oh my god. And then the mom comes in. Obviously, no, there's a rule in the house: no wrestling. And then Drake says, "I love you, mom." And now they get ready to have dinner. And then Drake, climbs up to Josh to get on his level. For Drake to get on Josh's level. And says, "Josh, can I speak to you in a room?" And Josh is like, "Is there a room?" So Josh is playing dumb, saying you want to chat, and Josh is playing all this the mess with Drake and all that because he knew what he was doing. Drake's like, why'd you make your dad tag me? And then that's when things get serious, folks. Josh tells him, because it's about time it's about time you stop getting away with everything, because the whole thing with Drake, he always gets away with everything. So it's about time for him to stop getting away with everything. So Josh, won't let Drake speak because Drake's like, what are you talking? Like you do the pillows, you broke the TV, you got me grounded, and you took the Dune Buggy out where you weren't supposed to, and you wrecked it. And Drake's like, what are you talking about? And then Josh says, you got called from the emergency room. You left your wallet there. Oh, and Josh's like, yeah, and I saw the buggy. Drake is concerned now because does mom and dad know? And basically Drake and Josh going back and forth, and then Drake don't you do that to me, Josh's like, okay, then you tell him. Drake's like, you crazy? And then Josh's like, no, I'm honest, saying that I'm grounded because of because what you did. And basically Drake tried to talk back, but then Josh cut him off, saying we spent hours fixing the Dune Buggy and all that and everything. And so some other things too, where it says to Drake being so stubborn and selfish in the way that what he's doing, tells him that that he's and you're hurt and everything, but all he cares about is getting away with everything. He's like, oh yeah, I'm Drake, I'm so cool, I get away with everything, right? Yeah, he's basically mocking him. And just like, fine then, I'll stay grounded, I'll fix the Dune Buggy up again, you just keep worrying about yourself. And he leaves, and then Drake's like, oh yeah, well, you're not so, and then ow. All of a sudden we go to downstairs in the living room. Drake and Megan are, I guess Josh was helping out Megan with her homework, I guess, maybe. And the mom and dad are concerned about what's going on with Drake because they've been noticing him acting very strange. And Josh's like, well, he's fine. And then Drake comes down. He finally comes down. He's like, no, actually, I'm not fine. I'm a little banged up. The mom says to the dad, you heard him wrestling. And then the dad's response was, I did. I thought I laughed. Oh. I know I've been seeing this show plenty times before in the past, but reliving on that episode again, hearing that part from Walter saying I did, that cracked me up like, oh my god, that got me cracking up. And then Josh, oh not Josh, Drake was like, it wasn't the wrestling, it was a car accident, and like, and then Drake's explaining about what happens going on, and then Josh's like, he's gonna get it, he's gonna get it, and Vegas is playing along, that he's gonna get it, and then Drake's like, last year's the Dune Buggy accident, and told him that the doctor said and then the mom was like, what doctor? Like he's like he come into the emergency room, and Josh's like, here it comes. The mom's like, oh, you poor baby. By the way, we're taking to the hospital. That's a good segue there. The sirens. But anyways, but the mom's like, oh, you poor baby, and then Josh's like, huh? So they got cheer from him. And Josh is can't believe this, but Drake was like, I'm really sorry. I disobey you guys in a way. So, and then Josh is like, nah, he's gonna get it. And then the mom goes to Josh like, did you know about this? Like, well, yeah, but and then and you still made your dad wrestle him, yeah. And then the dad got involved, even though you knew he was hurt, and Josh like, whoa, wait a second. Once again, Josh is getting in trouble here too in a way, and Drake's like, oh no, easy on him. He's a good kid. And by the way, the whole thing with the TV, it was kind of my fault, and I talked to Josh into lying, and Josh's like, so I guess Josh in a way is off the hook there now, which because mom's like, we'll discuss this later. And also Drake let them know that the doctors told him for to rest for in bed a couple of weeks. And then the mother's like, well, that's good because you're grounded. And then Josh, when he heard that word come out of the mom's mouth, he's like, finally. He starts dancing on that, and Megan was dancing on her in the chair. And hey, that's what I do. I dance in my chair sometimes. I tend to just saying. And also we're Prince. Ooh, yeah. But yeah, but Josh is celebrating all that. Who's grounded? You're grounded. That. And they're laughing in love. Or in a way smirking in love. And then we get to the part where Drake is resting in bed, and Josh brings him a pie pizza, and Drake's like, what are you smiling about? And then Josh is like, the great Drake grounded for 2 months or 2 weeks, I think. I can't remember. But Josh's like, he's loving it, and Drake's like, yeah, me too. And Josh's like, huh? Yeah. Being grounded, no school. He gets to bring him a pizza and that. He gets to rest. He gets to rest at home. And he gets to do. I guess he can still play his guitar, whatever. He's like, yeah, being grounded is bad. Basically like Michael Jackson. I'm bad. Shamona. Just like. So then, Josh's like, and then Drake's like, hold that thought. Hey, Dad, could you bring me, some magazines and ice cream, for later, because he's eating pizza. Can't remember if he asked for a drink too, but then, you hear the dad from the speaker or the I think it's a walkie-talkie. I think that's what it was. And sure, we'll get Josh on right now. Oh, Josh, and then Josh's like, oh, come on. Josh can't get a break, folks. He can't get away with anything either. So anyway, Drake still gets away with everything. So, and that was the end of that episode. And then we get to the credits, where we get to remember I talked about the whole thing where after Drake came up from the kitchen to get Megan up to the stairs, even though he's hurt. There was a part where the scene they show a deleted scene they show at the end of the credits. Drake carrying the groceries, and like out. He puts the grocery down. He falls down. He collapses. He gets back up, and then he leaves the kitchen. And that's when the part we get to a part where Walter, Megan, in his shoulders, because she fell asleep while they were gardening, and that was it. So there you go. That was part of that delete scene. And like I said, keep in mind about that. I was gonna bring it up, and I did. I brought it up. And that will do it for season 1, episode 2, I should say, of Drake and Josh, where it pertains to Dune Buggy. Now go to a little more about the episode of Dune Buggy. Pertains to everything that's happened, pertains to these characters, and pertains to Trevor. Now pertains to Trevor, we never see Trevor ever again moving forward of these episodes and seasons of Drake and Josh, but you do hear his name drop plenty of times. Pertains to his name being thrown out from whenever out of the blue, on the rare occasions. Um, but where it is to Trevor being an idiot, somehow the genes which it'll come inconvenience in a way to Drake's character, which we'll get to that eventually. Which I don't think, which I think it doesn't make any sense at all because the idiot should be Trevor and not Drake. But which we'll get to that once we start seeing signs of it as we move forward on this review. But it says Drake, character, he'll always get away with everything. And that always be the case sometimes. You see more of that moving forward, but it's to the seasons of Drake and Josh. And Josh, there will come a time that he will get away with everything, even when it tends to, you know, in a smooth way, in the right way as well. As far as Megan, she didn't do any pranks on this episode, but there'll be more pranks to come. To Megan, which will be the next episode of Drake and Josh, which is the next review. We'll get to that. But yeah, we'll be seeing more of Megan's pranks eventually. But as right now, this is just like a cool down way where just it's pertains to Drake and Josh, pertains to the effects of Dune Buggy, and all. And speaking of Dune Buggy, I noticed after this whole Dune Buggy episode, after episodes pass by and seasons pass by of Drake and Josh, not once the Dune Buggy was ever mentioned. Where it tends to maybe where it tends to maybe monologues or highlights of it, where it tends to visually back in those days of going back taking a trip down to memory lane in a way. But other than that, I've never seen the Dune Buggy in person ever again to appear on these shows ever again. It was just that one time that they did it. Not even when it tends to when it tends to when I'm going to the garage and maybe you can see the Dune Buggy there. Nothing, not whatsoever. Maybe they sold it to the this website, which we'll get to that when we get to it. Well, I'll say right now, eBay. But instead of eBay, it's HeBay. Keep that in mind once we get to season 2. But yeah, what pertains to everything else, other than that, I don't know. Was more there to say on this episode, but but you'll see how the dad's going to be ends up becoming more goofy, but but he's not an idiot though, And pertains to the mom, you see the mom pertains to her beauty, starts evolving a lot more, um, and yeah, other than that, there's nothing else to talk about pertains to this whole thing. There's no episode where of this whatsoever where Drake hit on a girl, and it pertains to the next scene, the next episode is going to be something where pertains to Drake having a girl. We'll get to that, and it's going to cause a lot of drama pertains to between Drake and Josh, which we'll get to that. But other than that, nothing else to say about this episode. Other than this episode was a good episode. This episode really so was had to follow up on the pilot episode, which I thought it did a great job. So I'm gonna give it 2 thumbs up, just because it made me laugh really hard, especially when it takes to the whole thing with the wrestling, and then the whole thing with the dad acting on instant like I did hurt him wrestling. Oh man, attack Drake. A lot of things that made me cracked up laughing where it is this episode, and I thought it did a great job. it doesn't get old, never gets old, and I'm glad Drake and Josh still makes me laugh. Maintains this whole thing. So there you go. But that being said, I'm gonna end it from there. Until next time, folks. Y'all take care. On the next episode of Drake and Josh review, I'll get to season. Once again, we're still in season 1 as we get up to episode 3 of it later on. But in the meantime, y'all be well, stay safe. Y'all take care.